Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. The Nets are taking on the Miami Heat. Alright. Here we are. Ready to go. This is a big game. This is a big game. The Nets do not have the new additions available to them. That is Seth Curry, Drummond, and Simmons. Kyrie does play in this fixture. But, yeah, not really any changes from the last time out against the... I don't remember who we played. Doesn't matter, we lost to them. Oh, the Wizards. We lost by 1 the other day. The reason the Nets don't have Curry or Drummond is because James Harden hasn't yet officially reported. He just arrived in Philly recently, only a few hours ago. So, yeah. And Tyler Hero and PJ Tucker were in some doubt for tonight's game, but they are playing. So Seth's out, Drummond's out, Aldridge is out, Claxton's out, KD's out, Joe's out, Ben Simmons is out. So a lot of question marks surrounding Joe Harris as well. KD's put out some pre-game quotes saying that they know they're in deep shit. Yeah, the reason is because Harden just arrived in Philly today, and once his physical is complete, the trade will be cemented. And you just think that Harden did that on purpose. As much as you may hate to admit it, it was probably intended. So it's just the way things have panned out, and unfortunately we're going to have to deal with it. Tonight it is Irving, Mills, Brown. For some reason... Wait, Brown. Cam Thomas is not out tonight. What? I don't know why he started Bruce Brown. Possibly... Yeah, possibly a defensive matchup. We could have done with a Bembry, but I think people don't really understand the Bembry thinking. Bembry was on a cheap contract. Bembry was non-guaranteed for a lot of the season. Bruce Brown's just a bigger contract. James Johnson is a vet, but he's on a vet's minimum, but he is a power forward, so it wouldn't be worth keeping Bembry in to go much smaller. Johnson's been better than Javon Carter, who also is on a smallish deal, but he hasn't really. Yeah, I don't know why we're keeping him. Possibly for point guard depth, but that doesn't really make much sense considering how many point guards or small players we have on the roster. Goat says the Heat are going to win, and I probably agree with you, man. It's not in our favor by any means. This will be our 11th loss in a row if we don't win. It's green for Schultz. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. Hope you are too. Game is underway, and the Heat have the ball. Tucker in the corner. Kyrie. Oh, foul on the floor. I don't know who that is on. Possibly Kess stuck an arm in as PJ Tucker was trying to get rid. Is Seth playing tonight? Seth and Drummond are not playing because James Harden took too long to get to Philly. Game has started. I don't know if it's updated. It hasn't updated. Butler in the corner 3 is off. It is still 0-0. Blake took a shot. I will change the scoreboard in just a moment, but I'll try update the score every possession that I watch. Kyrie to Blake. Guarded by Tucker. Goes into the post. Is he going to spin? Baseline. He does. And off the glass. That was beautiful. Wonderful start by Blake. And he had a very good first quarter last game. He scored 7 points off memory. And then just fizzled out of the game. But, yeah, Seth and Drummond would be playing if Harden came to the nets quicker and didn't play in Houston. Patty Mills transition 3 is good. Let's go. Good start. 5-0. Good start. I can't help but think if we can get a good offensive game today, then we will win. Adebayo posts up on Blake and airballed the hook shot. Tucker scores and the foul. And who was that on? Probably Bruce because he's a dumbass. That's just unfortunate. So, has the box score updated? Yes, it has. Okay, so PJ Tucker will have a shot to convert the and one early going first quarter. All right. Free throw to convert the end one is off by PJ, so it's a 5-2 lead. Brooklyn. 2 buckets from Patty and Blake to start things off. Patty gets the ball here. Hand off to Kess. Kyrie's picked up at the logo by Butler. Mills is a 3 after Butler committed or overcommitted, trying to steal the ball. Very fortunate that Patty missed it. We're going to need a big game from him. Duncan, 3 is cut off by Blake, which is good. Bam is somehow on Kyrie in the post. Kyrie forces the turnover on the break. He's got plenty of options. Kess, transition 3. Oh my God, it went all around the rim. Just not down the hoop. And it's a miss. Butler. Looking for Bam in the post on the left side. Trying to free up Duncan. Good defense on the perimeter. He's got a little bit of space. And he knocks it down. 5-all. I can sense a Duncan Robinson, big Duncan Robinson game today. You can just feel it. Given how many performances we give to meaningless players. Mills to Blake. Shoots the 3. He did have a hand in the face. And we got the shooter's bounce. And Blake knocks down his first 3 of the game. He has got 5 of the Nets' first 8 points. Butler, left side. Takes it into the paint. And then rolled it back out just slightly. But scored over Bruce. A nice little mid-range. That is his bread and butter. Blake to Kess. 3. No. Kess has taken a couple of early 3s. Don't know if that was the correct shot in that situation. Kyrie's yet to shoot the ball. Tucker corner 3. That's his bread and butter. And that one's off. Kess with the rebound. Kyrie. Screen by Patty. Switch. Lowry on him. Tries to get to the bucket. Beautiful spin move. And he nearly showed his magic again. As he was falling, got the shot up, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it up. Got himself caught under the basket. So it's it's apparently not a shooting foul. It's on the drive and gather. I don't understand. Bruce, no. Kyrie, right corner. Beautiful feed to Bruce. Floater is off. I mean, fucking hell. That's wide open. Uncontested. Disappointing. Butler. Bam. Right elbow. Shoots over Blake. That's fluent. 9-8. 8 minutes to play. So, I mean, I take this start. Could have been better. Kyrie sidestep 3. Bruce rebound is good. Patty corner 3. That's off. I mean, if you're not going to hit wide open 3s like that, then we're screwed. Oh, that was wonderful by Duncan. Looked like he was going to pull up for 3. And then just blew by Blake for an uncontested two-handed jam. 11-8 is the score. Bruce. Patty. We've had some good looks to start the game off, man. Patty's got a wide open 3. Instead, Blake tries to take it himself, which I'm not really endorsing of. But He's going to post up Butler. And that was a terrible fucking shot. After a good start, we've gone a bit cold on the offensive end. Good work by Kess to save it after Bam turned it over trying to force a foul. Or draw a foul. Kess all the way. Beautiful floater. Full court pass by the Heat. Butler. Under the basket on Kai. He missed the layup. Wow. Turn around, Patty! Blake just kept it in. And then Patty misses another 3. Wow. But Blake, I mean, did some hurdles. Oh my god. Blake saved the ball because Patty wasn't looking. And then fell out of play. Bruce, layup and 1. Let's go. What a... Jesus, that energy, man. End-to-end type stuff. We've got our first time out of the game. And it's 13-12 with a free throw to play. Patty has done that a couple times in the last few games. He's tried to run up the court in transition and just has not paid attention to the ball whatsoever. That's who he was looking for. Kyrie, I believe it was, passing it. And Patty wasn't looking. Blake had to take one for the team and dove for it. And, well, he ended up in the second row having nearly cleaned up a 10-year-old kid. At least that's my guess of how old this kid was. But to be fair, not a bad start. Had a lot of good looks. We look at the box score in just a second. You can see here, Blake's got 5. Patty's had 4 3-point attempts already, and a lot of them have been shots he needs to knock down, but hasn't been the case. Let me just scroll down. So you can see we're 5 of 13 and 2 of 8 from 3, which isn't great. Haven't turned the ball over yet, which is cool beans. Heat are shooting it at 6 of 11, have only made 1 3, and have been to the line once. So, I mean, it's really just... should have knocked down a few more shots, but that's really the only criticism I have for the first few minutes of this game. Mind you, we are halfway into it, halfway into the first quarter, and it's been a decent start, but there's a long way to go in this contest, and look, I have a fair bit of hope that we'll be able to pull through with the result. Anyway, around the grounds, the Grizzlies have beaten the Hornets by 31 at halftime. Spurs have beaten the Pels. Wizards have beaten the Kings, and the Knicks blew a 15-point three-quarter time lead to end up losing by 9 to the Blazers, which is pretty poor, if we're going to be honest. But we are just about to return from the timeout. And it's the Heat with a 1-point lead. Seth Curry is on the bench with the Nets tonight. He's just not playing because he can't, in case you missed it. And I believe Drummond is also. Yeah, he is. He's on the side, sitting with Andre Drummond, or Andre Drummond sitting with Seth, along with a lot of the other Nets players that aren't playing tonight, including Claxton and Joe, who are on the bench. But I probably would expect to see them play against the Kings on Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it is. Bruce, yes, that was just lucky. So 13 apiece, almost halfway through the first quarter. Kess is guarding Lowry at the logo. Bam's got it on the left elbow. Looking to feed Tucker in the post because Kyrie's on him. Wow, what an absolutely brutal screen by Bam. Robinson, oh my god, man. They got a long rebound after Duncan missed, and then he followed up his own miss with a a three-pointer. So Duncan's got 2 3-pointers in this game. Mind you, I think he's taken like every single 3-point attempt bar 1 or 2. To those who have joined us, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a ripper day. Blake on Jimmy. Blake, why are you shooting mid-ranges? What on earth? Lowry the other way. Screen set by Duncan. He drives. He turns the ball over. Bruce pushes the pace. Gets it to Paddy in transition. Rolls it out to Blake. Gets it back. Drives baseline. Walking a tightrope. And it looked like he was fouled as Bruce scored the reverse layup. So, unfortunately, that won't count. And Bruce won't do that ever again. Paddy got absolutely flattened by that BAM screen on the possession before. Duncan's going to have to go to the bench because I think he's picked up his second foul. Tyler Hero comes in. Was in some doubt before the game, but he will come in for your boy Duncan, who scored 2 threes. Kyrie, screen set by Blake. He's on BAM, top of the key. Bruce gives it back. Kyrie on Struce. Mid-range. Hey! He's going to attack that matchup. You already can feel it. Hero as well, I feel, will be the guy that they'll look to exploit. Given he's not the most gifted defender out on the court. If you're the Heat, you want Butler to be guarding the... Well, you want to be guarding Kyrie. Oh, near turnover forced, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. As Bruce Brown, I mean, he was... You know, it was within his right to go for that steal, but wasn't able to pull through. And... yeah, just a bit unfortunate. It'll be a side out. Our defense has been good. Forced a few turnovers. Looked after the basketball. I don't think we've had a turnover of our own, which is a positive. Butler, good change of direction. How is that a foul? Dayron just put himself in harm's way and apparently was considered a foul. It's going to be another side out. And Struce will be handling the ball. Tucker, left side, Bam. Butler on, well, Johnson's guarding him. Butler mid-range is off. Kyrie rebound. We have Dayron in the game and James Johnson in the game. Kyrie goes, oh, wow. Little step back move on the baseline. Scores 2. Nets have the lead back. Hero drives on Johnson. Was fouled again, man. Isn't it... I mean, you can just see, like, as soon as, like, Dayron came in, Johnson came in, now we're just starting to concede unnecessary fouls. And I'm very surprised we haven't seen Cam in the game at all. David Duke's in the game over Cam right now. Hero scores free throw number 1. Cam will check in for Bruce. So we'll have Cam, Duke, Kai, Johnson, and Dayron in the game. Dayron versus Bam is going to be a very interesting matchup. And Johnson will take Tucker. Johnson's job is to foul. Well, I mean, we got to keep him off the free throw line. That's got to be the focal point. Be honest. Cam was trying to set a screen for Kai. Kai didn't want it. Now he's going to get the ball here on the left side. Dayron handoff back to Kyrie. Here we go. He drives down the middle. Kick out to Duke. Cam. Oh my god. Did that even hit the rim? I don't know. Well, regardless, Heat secure after that was a chuck up 3. Butler. No fucking way that's a foul. What a flop. Oh, man. They've just been trying to pass it into that little, like, 10-foot area from the rim. And we've been able to force turnovers. That time, Butler basically conned the ref into giving him a foul. Or giving him free throws, which he will take now because the Heat are in the bonus. Butler converts the first, although it wasn't very convincing. KD's also on the bench. You can imagine he'll be giving his team a bit of a talk, a bit of a rev up when they need it. So 1917 is the score, 3:35 to play. 1917, good movie. Johnson will do ball handling duties to bring it up. Interesting call. Cam and Kyrie playing off the ball. Johnson goes all the way to the paint and scores through contact. And he hasn't been able to do that for his life all year. Deadman, top of the key, is now in. Hero. Good screen set by Deadman. And that's a beautiful floater by Tyler Hero. Kyrie. Looking for Cam, which he finds. Johnson gets the ball after setting a screen. Cam. Mid-range over Struce. That's tough. Sharp. Get a Kai. Nearly an offensive board. If Dayron was stronger, he didn't even need to tap it out. He could have just secured it himself. Butler, left baseline. Now Hero. Beautiful bounce pass. Deadman missed the layup. And then the follow over Johnson. Jesus. We're going to get a timeout. And it's a 24-19 lead Miami. The Nets decide to talk it over. And I agree with that move. Yeah, so it hasn't been too bad to start things off. Damn, my eyebrows pissing me off. Box score time, you can see the Heat are shooting it well. It hasn't really felt like that. They've had the 3 turnovers, 3 offensive boards, hit a couple threes, got on the line. Couldn't ask for much more. And their defensive effort has been, well, pretty good for the most part. We'll have a look at that on show in just a moment as we look at the Nets box score. 8 of 19 is actually surprisingly better than I thought. We've shot 9 threes, which we don't usually do in a quarter of basketball. Only been at the line once. I think we need to attack the paint a little bit more. No turnovers in a quarter is very impressive. And I think we're going to have to keep that well down if we're to win this game in any way, shape, or form. But it really just comes down to players knocking down shots. And Kyrie's only taken the 3, and he's been fairly good, when he's had the ball. But he hasn't really. Patty Mills has had a few open looks, and he just hasn't knocked them down, which we need him to do. Last game went missing, only scored 7. He would have been the difference maker if he could do a little bit more. And I think that's been the key to be a little bit more aggressive. Because last game he only took 8 shots, and he's already got 4 to this point of the game. Cass with 3 shots. Blake has been very good with 5. And Cam's going to need to put in, another good shift. Because, we can't afford to have him in a slump. Because obviously there's not really many guys to hold down the fort on the bench. Especially when Kyrie's out. We need someone to perform. And Cam's probably going to be that guy. So we'll see how we go. But for the moment, it's a very intriguing thing. Let's just say that. I'm interested to see how we go in the long term today. Obviously, we're getting reinforcements soon. Seth and Drummond will be pleasant additions. Offensively, Drummond will be very handy against some big-bodied centers, including Bam, which unfortunately we didn't get him to play tonight. Seth Curry will score a handy 20, whether that'll be in the starting lineup off the bench. Seth could probably start and send your boy Patty Mills to the bench, where Patty operates better. I don't think there's a difference where he operates, to be honest. He plays well in both areas, but Nets have got the ball here. Dayron feeds Cam on Hero. Back out to Kai, left side, guarded by Gabe Vincent. He hit the deck. He rolls it back out to Cam. Kyrie took a shot. He's looking very groggy. He's holding his right leg. And we can't force a turnover because Cam can't jump high. It's not a 4v5 though. Kyrie gets his body involved and he forced the steal. Well done, Kai. Cam Kyrie is very sore. Dayron under the basket. Good slam. Kyrie, I think, yeah, he's in a bit of trouble. He's in trouble. He's on Jimmy now. Struce misses. And that's going to be Nets ball. Dedmon tried to do shit, but, yeah. Kyrie's out for 7 of the next 8 games. That is a little bit of a concern. That's not due to injury. That's just due to your, vaccine mandate bullshit. Javon replaces Kyrie for a well-deserved rest. He played nearly the whole first quarter. It's just going to be interesting to see how we can score with him on the bench. Johnson! Fell and won! Off the glass. Lovely. Kyrie did get hit on the right quad, it looks like. Looks like he banged bodies with Gabe Vincent on that drive a possession or two ago. For Nets fans, their sake, let's hope that he's okay. And for the organization. Missed free throw, but Dayron recovers. Cam 3, possible 5-point play. No, David Duke, offensive board. And it's going to be Nets ball on the side after Gabe Vincent swatted it out of David Duke's hands, albeit out of play. Kyrie looks like he's... Uh-oh, he's going down to the locker room. Not good. Javon. 3. Off. Dayron! Wonderful fight on the offensive glass, and Dedmon's got his hands full under the basket. Dayron's been very good, and I would think we're in the bonus. So Kyrie's gone down to the locker room. Big problem. Especially for our odds of winning and snapping that 10-game losing streak, which will become 11 if we lose. Dayron at the free throw line after there was an over-the-back foul called. Dayron misses free throw 1. And we have not been great from there. Or did he knock his head? I'm not too sure. Could have been a bit of both. Second free throw is a miss. I mean, come on, lads. We've got to be better at the line. 1 of 4 from the line tonight. Mind you, we're getting people to the line that we don't really want shooting free throws, but still. Hero, good screen set by Dedmon. David Duke stays with him. What the fuck are you doing, man? Dayron just thought David Duke was going to follow him all the way under the basket. Hero realized he had no one contesting him, and he just threw it up. Johnson, top of the key 3. God help me, but he knocks it down. Oh my, it's tied up. Hero to respond? No. Javon rebound. We could take a lead here going into the break. With the Heat basically playing a team full strength. Javon. That was a bit of a dodgy pass by Johnson. Cam's got it now. It's an offensive foul. Lowry was on Sharp, and Sharp was undisciplined. Oh, man. Every time we have a chance to take a lead or something along those lines and capitalize, it just doesn't materialize. And Dayron's got his second foul, which isn't great. 5 seconds to play. Gabe Vincent, corner, Struce off. 26 apiece, quarter time. I take that. I'll take that if I'm a Nets fan, which I am. Share your thoughts in the chat about what you thought about that first quarter. I thought it was a pretty good return, but Kyrie Irving has gone down to the rooms quite possibly for treatment, quite possibly to sit out the rest of the game. I've got no idea on the severity of the injury, but we look at the box score. We've taken 13 threes in this game, which is just mind-blowing. Not at a very good clip, though. It would have been nice if we could get 1 or 2 more, which would give us a little bit of a buffer going into the break. But Johnson has been good. Johnson's been good. He's got 7 points. He's hit a 3. You know, only the 1 turnover in this game, which has been a Dayron Sharp offensive foul. Otherwise, we would have had donuts. And that is something we like to see. 44% from the field, that's decent. Free throws need to be better at the line. 3 offensive boards. Dayron's been good in that area. 4 steals already in the game. That's very good. Starting unit did decent. We look at the Heat, and you can see the Heat have had 5 less shots, shooting at under 50%. Only 2 of 9 from 3, have been to the line a little bit, and are out-rebounding us by 5. 4 turnovers as well, so we've been very good on the defensive end, much better than recent games. You've seen how many 120-point games we've given up in recent memory. It's been sort of off the rails. We've considered, like, I reckon 120, maybe 5 or 6 times in this losing streak. And obviously one of the keys is going to be, you know, it's going to be key that we play defense, force turnovers like we have been in this first quarter. Very positive start, but we're going to need to deliver a bit more offensively. And if Kyrie's out for the game, then God help us. We need someone to step up big time. And it may come from a spread team effort. We'll see how we go, though. It's been a decent start, but we've just, I think, got to hold the lead. If Kyrie's going to be out for a bit of time, if Kyrie's going to be out for, let's say, 5 or 6 minutes, give him a bit of a longer rest so we can play out the rest of the game. Then these other guys that are in for 6 or 7 minutes without Kyan have got to step up. Javon Carter, Johnson, who's done well, Dayron, Cam. I mean, Cam's probably the most important one out there on the floor right now. Cam gets to his spot, and a beautiful little floater from about 5 feet out was lovely. And the Nets have the lead again. Gabe Vincent giving it to Lowry. They're going much smaller, the Heat. 3 guards on the floor. Here we go. Dedmon's dead to shoot the 3. He knocks it down. I mean, Dayron's going to have to pick him up. Kyrie's back on the floor, so it looks like he's okay. Duke back to Cam. Dayron's got to pick him up. I don't know what was on the scouting report for us. Cam once again with the beautiful looking floater to give the Nets the lead back again. We've had a few lead changes in this game, mind you. Hero. Screen set by Dedmon. And there was a foul, a reach-in on David Duke. Dedmon knocked down the 3 after the whistle was blown, which basically flags how important it is to pick him up at the 3-point line. But yeah, so it's going to be a side out. Dedmon's got it. Dayron, you've got to push up. Hero, alley-oop. Good job by Dayron to read the pass in midair. Cam, pull up mid-range. Good. He had Javon on the right corner, unguarded, but he took it himself, and that is credit to the rookie for backing his own ability. Gabe gives it to Dedmon. Oh, Dedmon took a shot. He nearly, his leg nearly buckled because Duke plowed into him, and that is another foul for David Duke. So another side out, and that's one area we haven't been very disciplined in, the fouling side of things. We've given away a lot of personals. Fun fact, Cam is averaging 23.5 points in his last 4 on 51% shooting. That is insane. Gabe Vincent mid-range is good over Cam. Bit too lax defensively. Cam past the Blake. He can post up on Kyle Lowry, who you already know is going to try force a charge. Johnson, please don't handle the ball in there. Bruce goes baseline. Reverse is lovely. And I didn't really back him in to score that, but he proved me wrong. And now Gabe will drive baseline. Turnaround jumper's good. Javon, top of the key to Blake, left corner, back to Javon. Johnson is on Lowry again, but for some reason he's brought him outside. Why would you take Kyle Lowry outside to the 3-point line. When you can just exploit that matchup. Strus to Bam. Beautiful cut to the basket by Lowry. And he scored. Bruce got to be better picking up the cutting Lowry there. And now it's Cam's ball. He'd have a 1-point lead. Blake in the corner. Give to Johnson. Don't shoot a mid-range. Javon 3-pointer is off. Stop shooting the 3. Fuck's sake, man. Hero. Mid-range is good. Javon Carter thinks he's Tyler Hero, man. Kyrie's about to come in, and thank God, because Javon Carter playing point is not sustainable. Johnson. Bruce. Floater. Oh my God. It hit back rim. He can take a 5-point lead here. It's been relatively close pretty much the whole journey. Strus 3. There you go. 6-point lead. 9-0 run for the Heat. And what a fucking surprise. Did you see that coming? Oh, man. Those who have just joined us, though, welcome to the stream. In case you missed it, Seth Curry and Drummond cannot play because James Harden just got to Philly. And teams need to do physicals. Or everyone involved in the trade needs to do a physical before the trade can actually officially go through. So those two are sitting on the sidelines. They could have played tonight, but they're not. Kyrie Irving is playing his, last game before we enter a run where the Nets play 7 of their next 8 at home, which means Kyrie can't play them. We also have still KD's out, but he is on the verge of returning. That'll be after the All-Star break. It won't make sense to rush him back before. Joe Harris injury is confusing as hell. Let's just take a look at the box score. Why don't we look at that? Let's have a look. The Heat have just started to pick it up. Their bench unit is doing significantly better than ours. And when you look at the personnel, there is no surprises there. Heat have knocked down 4 threes. Have they missed the shot in the second quarter? No, they haven't. They're 6 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. And that is why they hold a 6-point lead going into the second. They've knocked down 2 threes as well. The Nets are shooting absolutely diabolically, if that's even a word, from 3. We've taken way too many threes and only scored 3. Shooting the ball overall haven't been too bad. Actually been very efficient. We've scored 12 of our 17 buckets from inside the 3-point line. Been to the line a few times as well, but haven't been very efficient there. And only the 1 turnover, which has been, something I feel like we've needed to improve for quite some time. But the problem is the personal fouls are just through the roof at the moment. Share your thoughts in the chat about what you've liked about the Nets so far. Anything Nets related. If you've been here for a bit and you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe to the show. We're back here for Nets Knicks, which I believe is later in the week. The Nets also will play the Kings, which is most likely the first time we will see Curry and Drummond in a Nets uniform. As for Simmons, I've got no idea. But we are just about to return from the timeout. No worries. Okay. Alrighty, so we're back and Kyrie is back in. Noticeably better than the last time we saw him on the floor where he looked fairly groggy. Cam, tough floater, but he squared his body so nicely that he was never gonna miss that shot. It was always online. Bam. Possible cutter. Gabe. 3-pointer over Kai. My fucking God. They haven't missed in 4 minutes, bro. This is the damn problem, man. 3 threes and 7 of 7 from the field in the quarter. This is why they have a 7-point lead. Cam to return the favor over Deadman or Bam. No, it was Bam. Jesus. That is ridiculously tough. Hero to respond. That's their first miss of the quarter. Wow. Johnson. Hand off to Cam, who shoots it again. Back rim. Fair play for having the confidence. Bounce pass by Gabe to Bam. Cutter. Nope. Oh, Bam over Blake. High arcing shot off the glass was wonderful. Erwil, welcome to the stream. Loving the peace signs. Few too many of them, but you can never have too many. Cam one-on-one with Bam again. Can he score over him again? From the same spot? Nope. Bruce. Kyrie's just wide open. And he was well off on the three. Blake gets the offensive board. And he missed the layup, but followed it up. Seth Curry was up and about and complaining. But we're able to follow it up. So it's a 4-point game. Kyrie to Lowry. Struce left wing. Oh my god, they are splashing everything. I mean, we've got to improve on the defensive end. This is absolutely atrocious. Bruce Brown is there to shoot the three, and he knocks it down. So, a bit of a sharpshooting contest in the second quarter. Oh, Tyler Hero just was allowed to drive baseline. Gabe in the corner, no look. Beautiful ball movement all around the three-point arc. And Hero misses the mid-range but was fouled. Oh, man. I mean, what differentiated this game from a lot of games in the first quarter was our defense. Forcing turnovers. They weren't shooting over 50% from the field. Now they've literally missed one shot in half a quarter from the field. And the Heat, well, they had 26 in the first quarter total, but they have ended up already scoring 23 in 6 minutes. Mind you, we've scored 18 of our own, and that was with Kyrie off the floor for a few minutes. So fair play, but it's not going to cut it if you're conceding 24. Yep, Tyler Hero scores there. So it's 24 points in the second quarter for Miami already. Kyrie ball handles. Its floater was off. I don't know how you miss an uncontested floater like that for someone of Kyrie's caliber, but he picks up Jimmy Butler, top of the key. Patty's guarding Tyler Hero, left wing. Shoots. Misses. Bruce. Patty. Guarded by Gabe. Screen by Bruce as he rolls to the rim. Patty picked up his dribble. Bruce drove and then fucking turned it over. What a fucking clown. Put your hands down. Bam all the way to the basket. Going downhill. That was lovely. Just poor on our part, to be honest. Kyrie. It's an 8-point lead. Largest lead. Beautiful cross by Kai. And it never looked good. It's an 8-point lead for Miami. And you can just expect it to grow from here. Like, Bam. Good turnover forced by Patty. And now we go in transition. Kyrie looking for an option, but no one presents themselves. And then Blake got fouled under the basket by Hero. So it's going to be a side out. We're having a look at the injury again. Ouch. Yeah, so I've just seen the Kyrie knock from a different angle and his leg sort of tweaked. While he was basically horizontal, parallel to the floor, basically. Oh, Blake is shooting free throws. Fair enough. And he scores the first free throw. Lovely jubbly. PJ Tucker is back into the game. Tyler Hero takes a seat after some good minutes. Helped Miami get this lead, let's be honest. To those who have tuned into the stream, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing watch-alongs all season long, so if you want to stay notified, subscribe to the show. Blake Griffin was well short on the second free throw, and Gabe Vincent will bring it up. Oh, come on, man. Butler basically cons the ref into giving him another foul call. after Kyrie barely touched him, and it's going to be another side out for Miami. Otherwise, it would have been a turnover. It would have been a turnover. But unfortunately, we can't live with happiness as Nets fans. Duncan Robinson, beautiful double screen. He could have shot the three. Now he will, because Paddy fell way behind. It was virtually wide open, and he missed it. Kyrie, beautiful pass to Kess, who can go baseline, and he got swatted by Gabe Vincent on the way up. Wow. Fair enough. Let's have a look again. Decent verticality, and that's something that Nets defenders could never do. Be that disciplined defensively. Blake is a three-pointer, which he doesn't shoot. Hands it off to Paddy. Kess left wing. He can give it to Kyrie if he wants, but Robinson is doing good to shut him down. Gabe Vincent fouled Kess under the basket, and Kess tried to convert the N1, but unfortunately wasn't able to do so. So he will be shooting a couple of free throws. It was more a chuck by Kess there. But Kess can cut it back to a 5-point deficit. We've done fairly well this game, though, I'm going to be honest. Given the Heat have been lights out from the field this quarter, you would have thought that the Nets offense would have hit a little bit of a rut, not getting many stops, but it's been quite different. We've been able to hang around. Kess' second free throw is beautiful. So it's a 52-47 lead to the Miami Heat. Nets are 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Gabe Vincent goes baseline and scored with the reverse. Wow. Vincent's been very good, man. What can I say? He's the GOAT. Kyrie can pass to Blake. Kess could cut baseline. They're going into a little bit of a zone mid-possession. Paddy can shoot over Bam, and he just missed that terribly. I mean, Paddy's got to pass that off. He's got to pass that off. For a guy of his size, it's going to be much tougher shooting it over 6'10" Bam, or whatever height he is, you know? Gabe has space. He's got 2 options. He goes for the floater, and he scored it. So Gabe Vincent is literally destroying us. Butler, I forgot existed. Kyrie on Tucker. Kyrie, still Kyrie on Tucker. Tough mid-range is off. That ain't it, Chief. I'll tell you what, this is another occurrence of us just letting somewhat unknown players have good games. Good skip pass by Butler to Tucker in the corner. Quick release. Get the board. Come on! 5 plays under the basket and we couldn't get the offensive rebound. Come on, Paddy! Get it? Turnover forced once again. Paddy was the guy. Bruce, and 1! Over Jimmy Butler off the glass. I mean, Bruce, to his credit, even though the floaters haven't been going down, his layup package has been very good this game. Let's have a look at the box score. If you're new here, it is a staple of my live streams to check the box score every time out. And as you can see, Cam's got 11. I didn't even realize. He's significantly beefed up his scoring tally. Bruce has 10. Wow. Bruce has got 10. Blake's got 8. Kyrie's only had 7 shots and scored 4. So, fairly decent effort, even with Kyrie only scoring 4 to be within 5 or 6. Paddy needs to pick it up, man. 1 of 5 from 3 ain't gonna cut it. We're shooting pretty abysmal from 3 overall, and from the free throw line, to be honest. Offensive rebounding's been solid. 7 steals in a half and only 2 turnovers is great. And then we look at, if we go down, you can see the Heat are shooting it absolutely bonkers from the field. Been to the free throw line more. Scored more threes. Had more rebounds. 9 more rebounds. 7 turnovers, though, which has kept us alive, that we've been able to force those and stay disciplined with the ball ourselves. Man, they were 10 of 21, I think, at quarter time. So they are now 11 of 16 in this quarter, which ain't going to cut it, Chief. We've got to be better. Gabe Vincent has not missed from the floor. He is leading the Heat in scoring. And then it's Hero with 10. Struce is 6. Deadman is 5. Apart from Hero, everyone on the bench has scored a three-pointer. And in the starting lineup, Butler's only had 6. Robinson's had 8. So Operation Stop three-point shooting is going to be the key here. But relatively good effort from the Nets in the first half. Just a few little key fixes. But, I mean, I say this literally every game. We have 2 or 3 turnovers in the first half. And then we completely overshadow it by having 10 in the second half. And, yeah, basically sending the turnover count back to the norm, which is a problem. Wait, Nets offense by Durant in lineup. Or Nets defense. With Durant, we allow only 108 points and 43% from the field. Without him, we give away 47.5% from the field, 116 points in total. So, not ideal, man. But the key is, or basically the key point out of that, is Kevin Durant's a damn good basketball player. It's pretty simple shit, man. Doesn't take a genius to work that one out. We need him back. And we're going to have to wait a bit. We're going to have to wait a bit just before that happens. But I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get out of this playoff, this play-in BS soon enough. Even if we dip to 9th or 10th, I have faith that we'll be able to get up a few spots and go on a bit of a run late in the season. We scored the free throw, and Jimmy Butler's got it now. Tried to lure the refs into giving him another foul call. Good defense, Kess. Kyrie keeps it alive. Oh, come on. Tucker missed the floater. Butler got blocked. Tucker follows it up. Oh, for fuck's sake. We literally forced the turnover, and Tucker just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Patty? No, Tyler. No, it looked like another turnover for us was happening there, but refs were feeling lucky, feeling nice, and we will get the benefit of the doubt in that situation. So 2 minutes to play, 58-50. Dayron checks in for Blake. I don't know why he's doing that. Nash doesn't think Blake can play the final 2 minutes. I've got no clue, man. On that logic, you'd play your boy. Kess is a wide open 3, which he missed absolutely horribly. Oh, man. Oh, fuck off. Another fucking foul. Butler is such a flop. I can't be arsed with Jimmy Butler, man. Let's have a look. Is it a trip? Oh, yeah. Well, it was a wraparound where his neck is, but he had to make it very known. I can have respect for Butler if he doesn't throw his arms about in the air so the refs are aware that he got fouled. I have more respect for him if he just plays the game. It's just like James Harden. I would have more respect for him if he just played the game, but he's too busy worrying about the last possession, 2 possessions ago, 3 possessions ago, worrying about foul calls, man. Oh, man. Butler makes both free throws, so it is a 10-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Miami. And to those who have checked in to the stream, welcome. Kyrie all the way to the paint. Tough shot, but Dayron with the follow after Kyrie missed it. 8-point game. Dayron's been good on the offensive glass, giving us a few chances. Tyler Hero, that's going to be an offensive foul. Bam just ran into Patty as he was trying to close out on Tyler. And it's going to be Nets ball. So 60-52, the score, 1:20 to play. Kyrie gives it a Cam. Picked up by Lowry up top. Mid-range. He got fouled, fam. And still scored. Cam has been magnificent, man. In case you missed it, he's averaged 23.5 in his last 4. Bam! All the way. How is that a... Oh my god, man. The refs cannot put their whistle away. Dayron picks up the 3rd foul of the game, and Adebayo will shoot 2 more free throws. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, by the way. If you're enjoying, drop a like. And subscribe to the show. We will be back for Nets Knicks. That's going to be a ripper contest. Knicks choked a 15-point lead at 3/4 time today to lose to Portland. Bam scores the first free throw. Yeah, but then, I mean, the Blazers also beat the Lakers the other day. And the Lakers are just another story, man. I mean, I can't talk because we are on a 10-game losing streak, but the Lakers are trash, man. I mean, under 500 with the team they've got, it's just a bit diabolical. Bam misses free throw number 2. Cam gets the rebound. So it's a 7-point game. We can cut the deficit. Cam look for Dayron. He finds him. He's on Hero. He goes off the dribble and threw it down. That is really scary if he can do that on a regular basis. I think Hero was not expecting that. Hero floater. Oh, another foul. Hero's gone back to the line. Another foul call for Miami. We're letting ourselves down, man. It's good defense except for the fouls. And we've wound up conceding 35 points in this quarter. Mind you, we conceded like 24 in the first 6 minutes of the quarter. So we've done well to limit them in the second half of the quarter. It's actually been the bench unit that has done a lot of the work for Miami in giving them this halftime lead. 37 seconds to play, and it is a 6-point lead for Miami. It will become 7 if Hero makes the free throw. Can we execute the 2-for-1? Quite possibly. But we'll see how we go. It's 62-56 as mentioned. 37 seconds to play. Oh, we have a little bit of a mark on the floor. It looks like there's a little bit of cleaning going on. A little bit of maintenance. A little bit of janitor work. 62-56. Patty having a little bit of talk with Steve Nash. Hero gonna shoot number 2. And the free throw is good. So, 7-point lead. Cam will handle the ball. We could have done a 2-for-1, but we're taking it awfully slow. Cam now, please shoot it. Cam, mid-range, over Lowry. Lowry is no match, and that is a 2-for-1 execution. Mind you, 3 seconds between shot and game, so I don't know what we'll do with 3 seconds to work with, but if we can force a turnover, potentially a chance to cut it to a possession. Lowry has it at the logo. Cam is guarding. Bam comes up for the high screen. Oh, no fucking way! Lowry, man! Cam gets pinged for another fucking foul. Let's have a look. Nah, that's fucked. Cam is guarding him, and Lowry just threw his fucking arms up. That is a James Harden foul if I've ever seen one. And the refs fell for it again, man. Kyle Lowry misses free throw number 1. Ball don't lie. Patty and Kyrie only 7 points. Yeah, and we've scored 58. It always is like this, though. But the second half is when we need those two to perform, and they don't. Second free throw is converted. We have 8 seconds to score a bucket. Who's going to do it? Bruce! Full court pass! Is fouled. And I think they're in the bonus. No, they had a foul to give. So we did advance the ball. We have 4 seconds to shoot it. So that was pretty decent IQ by Cam to see Bruce rim side, basically. Who's going to score it? Who's going to score it? Oh, shit. Bruce is fouled again, so he's going to the line. Lowry picks up 2 fouls in quick succession. And we'll be going to the free throw line. The Heat will have 2 seconds to chuck up a prayer. Fair play, though. It's going to be a foul. So Bruce, I don't really bank on him to score these free throws, but... Yep, fucking hell, man. Another missed free throw. 5 of 10 at the line. I mean, when you look at it that way, we could be within 1. The problem is, we've got all the players in... Or the players we've sent to the line have been all the guys you don't want at the free throw line. Brown, Dayron, Blake... Brown's second free throw is fucking off. Seriously. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. Good first half performance, but there's a few things we need to iron out. Let's just have a look at the box score. All right, so you can see we conceded 38.5, which is problemo number 1. Let me know if the volume's a bit loud. I don't know if it's, like, killing your ears, but whatever. The Heat are shooting it very well from both 3 and the field. I mean, 3 is pretty much average, but from the field is very good. Free throws, they've been to the line a lot. Mind you, the refs have been gifting it to them in some instances. They've had 8 turnovers, which credit to us for forcing those. We look at the Nets box score. Let's have a look. And this is a very fascinating thing to look at. 3-point shooting is atrocious. Field goal shooting, not bad. Could be better, but not bad. Free throws, disgusting. Absolutely, outright disgusting. 6 offensive boards is good. 7 steals is good. Only 2 turnovers in a half is exceptional. What else have we got? We got Cam Thomas scoring 15 in a half. That's wonderful. He's averaged 23.5 for quite some time. Well, for the last 4 games. So pretty much a week. 15 and 12 minutes is wonderful on great efficiency. Johnson's been good off the bench in limited minutes. Dayron's been decent in limited minutes. Bruce Brown's actually been a pleasant surprise. I mean, the other day, Bruce ended up playing a very good first half. I think he scored 10.5. And he ended up not playing a minute until garbage time. And we ended up losing that game significantly. Blake's been decent enough. Kyrie was not there in the second quarter. Like, no score in the second quarter. Patty Mills has not really found his shot either. And same with Kess. So, Patty and Kyrie, man, they need to switch on. Because in past games, we scored 60. And like 2 players, or 2 of our best players, or 2 players we're very reliant on for scoring, have not scored a lot. And as much as this is really good, it's also very, very bad. Because if they don't pick it up in the second half, you are banking on all the other players who performed in the first half to replicate that effort in the second half. And that, more often than not, does not happen. So if we need these guys to perform. I mean, Kyrie's played 19 minutes. He's played the most out of anyone on the court, alongside Bruce. And 4 points, it's not a good return from someone who is supposed to be your best player on the team. Like, when you see the Nets roster today, you say the Nets had Kyrie Irving and the rest, you know? Cam Thomas can easily be put up there in the same discussion at the moment. Because he's been exceptional lately, but it's going to come down to those guys that need to perform. Strange Brew says we just need Simmons in ASAP. Should solve the free throw issues. Mate, 5 of 11 will become 5 of 20 with Simmons. Because now teams will be able to play Hacker Simmons, and we'll have KD and Kyrie on the floor. 2 guys that are very good at the line. I mean, Simmons has to have has to have the ball in his hands, right? He has to have the ball in his hands for them to foul him. They can't just foul him if, let's say, KD has the ball, right? Because if that's not the case, then, well, there'd be a few issues. That'd be a major flaw in the net system. But, I mean, a lot of, Simmons can be one of 2 things. Simmons can be outright trash, or have a lot of limitations and restrictions in his playstyle, or if he has work ethic, if he has the drive and the willingness to exceed expectations, you know, basically prove all the haters wrong, and he works at his game, and he develops a jump shot, he develops his free throws or improves his free throws, he's going to be a monster. And him alongside Kevin Durant and Kyrie, that will be absolutely amazing. But obviously we aren't at that point. We can't get complacent about that. We just have to, you know, basically hope at the moment. So I have faith in him. He's got a lot of time to work on that. I don't know how many years are left on his deal, but I do know he's like 24, I think. We're just going to do a little Google check. He is 25, so he is not young, but he's not old in the context of basketball. He's not old at all. He's got a lot of years to work at his game. Obviously, you don't want him to like be working at his game for another 3 years, because he'll be 28 at that point, and it's just like, well, I mean, you can still do good at 28, but in saying that, you know, you want to be experiencing the benefits now, especially when you're in that window to win a championship with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving on your team. So it remains to be seen, but I think, like, ultimately it was a good trade. I did do a video on my channel a few days ago if you want to have a look at that, but Seth Curry is going to be a banger fit. I did mention in that video Seth Curry and Patty Mills sprinting to the corners while Ben Simmons goes downhill is going to be a killer play, especially if we can force a lot of turnovers, and hopefully Simmons will be the guy that, you know, forces a few turnovers and causes problems for other opposing offenses, because they're going to find it difficult sometimes. If you have a lineup with KD, Claxton, and Simmons, as much as the spacing is very questionable, I mean, in some ways you don't need KD to do that. Or if you have KD on the floor, you don't really emphasize spacing as much because he can create. But in saying that, like, you know, that lineup would be lethal defensively. It'd be an absolute struggle to score over these guys that have insane length. And then if you can force a lot of stops, going the other way on offense would be amazing. Imagine having a lineup. I mean, this becomes 6 players, but Patty Mills, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, and Ben Simmons on the floor at once. I mean, like, 3 of those players are like darting to corners. I don't know what defenses would do. And then you got Simmons down the middle, so they either have to pick up Simmons or they have to pick up the 3-point shooters. So yeah, it's an interesting prospect. And then Drummond is the perfect matchup for a center. That is bully ball, basically. And we've had a lot of problems with that over the years, but I think that's going to combat an issue. I mean, Drummond was one of those bigs that would destroy us on a regular basis, especially when we had Allen, because Allen was underdeveloped, or not underdeveloped, but like, he had a lot of developing to do as a center in his rookie years or his first couple of years in the league. Obviously, he's a force to be reckoned with now, but for the moment, yeah, like in those games, he would just get absolutely demolished by your Drummonds, your Vucevic, Lopez. I'm trying to think who else. There were some other names involved in that, but he'll be a great matchup for those guys. And now Drummond will be a good matchup for Allen, you'd think, because Allen is, you know, he's got a much more developed offensive game, and defensively he's tough. So I feel like Drummond could possibly exploit that in some ways, but he'll be decent in some matchups. And then Simmons on Giannis. That's a wonderful matchup. Because I mean, who else can guard Giannis proper? Like, when you think about it, and his game style, like, there's no one really the same type of build as Giannis in the league. Simmons sort of, like, as much as he doesn't really match it, he is, you know, he's sort of in that mold, where he can, run up and back in transition, be a threat offensively in that regard, and defensively he has length. So I think he could cause a few problems for Giannis, potentially. It also could not, but I thought we won the trade. Sixers gave up way too much for Harden, in my opinion, and now the Nets have 3 Aussie-born players. I think if the Harden trade, if that's the return you got for Harden, let's say Houston did that deal, and that's what the Sixers gave Harden, or gave Houston, that would be a steal and a half. But, if, for now and what Harden was offering as of late, you take that and you run. The 2 first-round picks are great because you can use them in a deal for a player, potentially. For a player, or possibly to just use it as a draft pick, a regulation draft pick. And we know Sean Marks, from the range of pick 20 to pick 27, potentially, he has gotten some banger players. I mean, we talk about Karis LeVert and Jared Allen now as wonderful players, but they were drafted in the 20s, and Sean Marks made the moves to get those guys in. So he knows what he's doing, especially in the draft. And you see Cam Thomas, drafted at 26, I believe. He's been, exceeding expectation. Possibly not. I think a lot of people would have said that he got drafted way too low. Someone should have taken him, but he fell to us. And then Dayron, who's picked 29. And we, mind you, have had to deal with the pain of Javon Carter, who was also involved in the deal to get him in. But we also, we had to get rid of Shamet. So not really too much we gave up for him. If we're going to get picked 29, getting rid of Shamet, then, we could get someone decent if we have one of those, late first round picks. I mean, Sean Marks did very well to secure a pick that late, or a pick in the first round for Shamet, to be honest. Because, I mean, you probably would have agreed with getting a second for Shamet, but, Sean Marks just likes to work some magic. So, share your thoughts about any Nets news if you want. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if you have anything to improve the live stream, any suggestions, we can do that as well. Anything you think would improve the live stream. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like. Hope you are enjoying it, as always, and subscribe to the show. We're going to be back in a few days with Nets Knicks. We won't be watching Nets Kings, but I think that is the game when Seth and Drummond will play. As for Simmons, I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea, because he's obviously been out for quite some time. Interesting fact by Strange Brew, though, is now the Nets have 3 Aussie-born players, obviously Kyrie, Ben Simmons, and Patty Mills. I mean, if Matisse came to the team, he would have been another Australian player. I don't think he was Australian-born, but he's got an Australian citizenship. So, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Even put your predictions in chat as to what you think about who's going to win this one. Around the grounds, we have the Sixers beating Cleveland. That is without their supporting cast that they got rid of. Grizzlies are up on the Hornets, and they pretty much have been all game. The Suns are beating Orlando. The Thunder are beating the Bulls. The Knicks choked to the Blazers. They were up 15 at three-quarter time and ended up losing by 9. The Kings beat the Wizards comprehensively. The Spurs beat the Pelicans comprehensively. And the Lakers are down on the Warriors by 13 already. Mind you, I'm not sure if they have LeBron James. I don't think they have LeBron James. Although I am going to have a little look. Just before the second half is about to commence, which it is, mind you, very shortly. If we have a look at the... Okay, so the Lakers do have Westbrook, James, and Davis. And they've let the Warriors go on a 9-0 run to start the quarter. The Warriors have Kuminga in their starting lineup. Curry's got 9, Thompson 7, Wiggins and Kuminga 7. And for the Lakers, it's LeBron with 10 and no one else with more than 5. So Same old for the LA Lakers. Second half is about to commence though here. I hope you have been enjoying this stream as always. Second half is about to get underway and hopefully we can do a little bit more in this second half. And it would start with, you know, keeping the Heat off the free throw line and making free throws of our own. Because if we just made a few free throws, we would be a bit closer. And I would have been a little bit more confident going into the second half of us getting a result. But regardless, we are about to begin the second half. And I'm interested to see how we perform. We have 11 extra shots, I just heard. What? Interesting. Well, amazing. 11 extra shots and we're down 6. Logic. Brown, Paddy, Kyrie, top of the key. Feed to Paddy was blocked off by Jimmy, but Paddy gets it now. Gives it back to Kyrie. A little bit of slingshot. Kyrie gets to his spot. Mid-range over Bam. Has not been going down all day. And that's good defense. Kyrie is 2 of 9. Bam nearly turned it over. What the fuck is that, bro? I cannot be asked, man. Bam just did this. I got hit in the side of the face. I got a little bit of a migraine. And the refs called a foul for that. Well, how fucking soft do you want to be, man? Robinson, guarded by Mills. Uncontested layup was off, and then Bam missed another layup. So they had 2 very easy looks, and they missed both of them. Kyrie's got it now. Blake has a 3-pointer, uncontested, which he bricked. Like, fuck's sake. I want a good start to this half, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. Butler looking for handing it off to Robinson, which he does, and he scores the fucking 3. Of course he does. Paddy just needs to stay with him easier. I mean, good off-ball movement by Robinson. He deceived him. Kyrie to respond. Nope. Is Kyrie gonna wake up, man? He's missed like his last 7 shots, bro. Bam, post up on Blake. Missed. Oh, no, he scored. I thought he missed it. I thought it was coming off the left side. Miami have an 11-point lead. The lead has doubled in a minute and a half. And we already have a timeout. So that is probably the most sensible thing Steve Nash has done in centuries. He called a timeout a minute and a half in. They had gone on a 5-0 run and he called a timeout. That is... Steve, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Steve. How many times has he done that on the year? I'll tell you this much. Not a lot. Not a lot of times has he realized that he probably needs to talk it over. Apparently the Nets are in talks to get Goran Dragic after a buyout, which I don't think makes a lot of sense at all. That really doesn't make sense. I mean, he'd be a nice addition, but he's going to be like a third-string point guard. Mind you, he should be better than a third-string point guard. He's... As much as he's not, like... Well, he's not young. He's like 33 or some shit. Like, he's still a capable NBA player. No worries. Like... He doesn't deserve to be a third-string point guard. He shouldn't be... I mean, the Lakers could do with him. The Warriors... Possibly. The Warriors possibly. I mean, Peyton is a point guard, but... He's more a defensive guy. He's not really a ball-handling distributor. Dragic is very capable of creating his own shot, so... Mind you, though, like, why would we get Dragic when we want to get Kess to a full-time spot? Maybe not. I mean, the Bembry wave doesn't make sense if we're not going to upgrade Kess. I mean, the greater good says Seth is playing. He's not. Seth is not playing, nor is Drummond. Okay, so the assistant manager said that we need to get out in transition a lot more, which I do tend to agree with. Especially with Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie just can't hold on to the ball for too long. It just makes it too predictable, man. We're going to look to have some quick ball movement. Kyrie's got the ball here on the left side on Adebayo, which I don't like. Patty 3 is off. Trying to force it. It's not working. Patty has not scored. Kyrie has not scored. And, I mean, look at this. It's an 11-point lead. Opportunity to go on a little bit of a run. Tucker in the corner. Left corner. Robinson stood out of bounds. And Robinson wanted a foul. But I think he's forgotten that his team has literally gotten that many calls on the game that have not been there. Imagine arguing the point there. Kyrie one-on-one with Duncan. Crossed him up. Patty in the corner. Cass. Yes! Got it. Finally, Cass. I think he's 1 of 4 on the night. It was about time he knocked one down. Kyle Lowry. Guarded by Cass. Top of the key. Pass to Tucker in the post. Kyrie is somehow on him. And that's just easy pickings. Don't ask me how Kyrie keeps on ending up in that matchup with Tucker. Kyrie 3 is off. I mean, Kyrie has got to stop shooting the fucking 3-ball, man. Adebayo brings it up quickly. Robinson. Lowry. Tucker fakes the pass. Backs in Kess. Kick out to Butler. He fakes the pass. He bounce passes to Lowry in the corner. Tucker rolls to the rim. Nearly turned it over. Beautiful tap to Robinson, who knocks it down. That is just summarizing how undesperate we are to win a game of basketball, man. That would have been a turnover. Instead, we force a 3, and Kess missed a fucking layup. Bam. Score and 1. 15-point lead, about to be 16. That is summarizing it. Kyrie could have dove for the ball, so could Blake, and neither of them did. Tucker was able to find Robinson. That just summarizes it, man. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. He played good team ball. That possession there just came down to playing with desperation, and Tucker just had more of it. Then you look at the transition bucket. I mean, that's just poor. Like, we should not have allowed Bam to score that easily, man. Cam will come into the game. I mean, the part of the problem is Kyrie and Patty are not playing well enough. It's as simple as that. They haven't scored in the quarter. The only score we've had is Kess. And that was a 3-pointer. You can't rely on that. Patty's got a wide open 3, which he needs to score, and he fucking missed it again. That one was wide open. We nearly forced a turnover. Now we do. Cam's got it. I would go as far to say Cam needs to have the ball at all times. Even with Kyrie out on the floor. Cam one-on-one with Dunk. He's getting doubled, man. Kyrie to Blake. To Patty. They've identified Cam as the biggest threat in this game. Oh, there's another fucking turnover. Fucking unacceptable. This season is over. Good night. It's not over. It's just I don't really know what we expected. We expected. I don't expect blowouts. I want us to be in the game. I don't expect wins though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't expect a win tonight. The Heat are at full strength, for God's sake. Except without Oladipo, if that even counts. But The season is not over. We're still above 500 despite going on an 11-game losing streak. Bam is fouled again and will shoot 2. Like, we're... Yeah, we, Yeah, so... The season is not over by any means. Maybe Curry doesn't believe the basketball is around. It could be square, potentially. Or it could be a cylinder, potentially. I don't know what goes on in that guy's head. But what I do know is that he probably needs the vaccine, which we know he's not going to get. We're down 17 or 16. Bam's shooting free throws. And the first one is good. I mean, we basically killed ourselves when we went 5 of 11 from the line in the first half. And this is what I said. The second half, Kyrie and Patty have to wake up because the offense that... The rest of the offense... I mean, hold on. So, Bam misses the free throw, but we scored 7 points between... Or Kyrie and Patty combined for 7. The rest of the team got us the 58 points. That was never happening in the second half. Blake, corner, hesitates on the 3. Bam interrupts his dribble, but he recovers. Blake just fucking passed it to Robinson. I don't even know what he's doing, man. Robinson goes to the paint. Beautiful pass by Robinson. And Adebayo, uncontested dunk. 19-point game. Don't know what Nash was waiting for. I'll give him credit for calling the timeout when they went on a 5-0 run. But as I was saying, the Nets were never going to be able to score another 58-point half with Kyrie and Patty only scoring 7. Unsustainable. Vaccine would surely help the team. Kyrie is selfish. I don't think he's selfish at all. Right? It just sounds so dumb when he says... What does he say? He says something like... I don't have the quote. But he's basically asking for the vaccine mandate to be lifted. He says, I want this team to perform. I want this team to perform. I want us to do good. I want to be playing these home games. He says, I want to be playing these home games. Very clearly knowing that he can't play the home games unless he gets vaxxed. Or the mandate lifts. And we know which one... Actually, I don't know which one is more likely to happen. Probably the mandate lifting, to be honest, but... like, Kyrie, I give him respect for being very, for sticking with what he believes. Like, and not letting anyone else dictate his decision. Because ultimately it is his life. I think we're the selfish people if we don't realize that, life is bigger than just basketball. Maybe for some people, if you're an absolute diehard and you have nothing else going for you in your life, basketball is bigger than life. But for him, life is bigger than basketball, and you can have nothing but respect. It's more selfish to be ignorant to that. But 100% the vaccine would help. 100% it would. I mean, yeah, the amount of games that we could have won at home, would James Harden still be with the Nets? Maybe. But yeah, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, you're entitled to your opinion. If you think Kyrie's selfish, I'm honestly, like, I'm not going to argue with you. Because you are entitled to your opinion. This channel is all about opinions. I'm happy to hear every single opinion. I'll justify why I believe something. You can too. Kyrie's let this team down, plain and simple. In terms of, like, not getting the vaccine, yes. Yes. Yeah. That I can't dispute. Like, he's let us down, basically. But there's also plenty of reason why he can justify his decision. He can justify his decision because, plain and simple, he doesn't want the vax. It's simple. As much as he's let his team down, which I would agree with, Yeah, he's made his decision based on his life. He knocks down a 3, speaking of which. But, like, for games like this, it's not going to make a difference. Oh, you can't make this up. Dayron is about to get a rebound. Beautiful box out on Bam. And it bounces off his foot and goes out. Like, games like this, whether Kyrie got the vax or not, it does not change that we're down by 16. Kyrie on Tucker again. Whose idea was it to think that that was a good idea? Tucker on Kyrie. Who thought that was a good idea? Kyrie's one-on-one with Bam, top of the key. Is he going to shoot another 3? No, he's going to drive. Bounce past the cutting Johnson. Easy layup. Heat is 7 of 9 in the quarter. We're 2 of 9. So, Cam hasn't scored. Kyrie hasn't scored. Paddy hasn't scored. Tucker goes baseline again. Bounce pass to the corner. Butler. Back out to Lowry. Back out to Robinson. They pass it all around the perimeter. Robinson to Butler. Back to Robinson. This is a bit of a disjointed play. Kyle Lowry has to shoot a very deep 3, which he missed. Johnson, what the fuck are you doing, man? Full court bullet to Cam Thomas. Way too high. Very lucky that it came off Kyle Lowry as he was trying to nab the ball. He really didn't need to do that. I thought Cam was falling out of bounds regardless. Kyrie on Butler, left side, or left wing. Hesitates on the 3. It's good defense by Bam. Johnson left open on the wing. He missed it. Dayron, good fight on the offensive glass, but just more numbers under the basket there for the Heat, and that's why they got the board. Lowry, beautiful scoop over Cam. 18-point game. They are well in control. Cam shoots a 3. He had a little bit of space, and he airballed the 3. You can't be relying on rookies to fucking carry your team, man. How on earth are we relying on a rookie at the moment, man? Kyrie is 4 points, bro. Beautiful. Oh, that is fucking easy. Hero goes back door. Uncontested. No one was within 5 to 10 feet of him. That was a cakewalk. It's a 20-point game. Kyrie one-on-one with Butler. Mid-range is good. We've only scored in 7 minutes of the quarter. We've scored 10 points. The Heat have scored 22. So there's the difference. Once again, no defense and no offense. The offense was not going to sustain itself. We said it at the half. Kyrie and Paddy needed to wake up. Neither have. Kyrie's knocked down a few shots late. Oh, Dayron, please be careful, mate. Dayron's gone for a block he was never going to get to. Nearly got his foot caught under Bam on the landing. Bam was falling over and Dayron nearly got his foot stuck. But Bruce is going to the bench. I think Paddy came back in. It's a 18-point game. The only thing I mean, can you see the Nets coming back? Probably not. We need a monumental performance from our best players. Kyrie behind the back to Johnson, who just didn't shoot the 3. He didn't want to. I say it was sensible. Instead, he passed up the 3 to shoot a hook shot, which I would have rather he shot the 3. In that case. Butler's on Kyrie now. He's posted him up left side. He got past him way too easily. And beautiful over Dayron was Butler. A nice little hook shot. Kyrie to the corner. Cam doubled by 2. I mean, how okay, Paddy mid-range is off. It hit back rim. Paddy's been shit, let's be honest. I'd rather play Javon, to be honest. Javon can offer a little bit more defense than Paddy can. Robinson, screen, Hero into the paint, rolls it back out. Mid-range went all around the rim and off. Cam will bring it up. Screen. Dayron rolled. Come on, Dayron. Where you going, man? Terrible pass. And Johnson is hobbling. Beautiful by Kyrie to force the turnover. Johnson is limping. Johnson is left alone. He's driving it, though. And he got fouled. He's just going straight to the bench. If he is fucking injured, we got more problems, man. Heat play good defense. Nets would have to get a hot shooting streak. Or shooting hot streak. Yeah. Credit to the Heat for defending Kyrie so damn well, man. Kyrie has had no impact on the game in meaningful moments. And look, if there's one thing you get out of this, I have respect for the Heat for having respect for Cam, bro. They're doubling Cam Thomas. They're blitzing Cam on pick and rolls. Cam, tough shot over Jimmy was no good. See, they're guarding Cam like he's our best player, which today he actually has been, mind you. Tucker, now hero, picked up by Cam at the logo. Drives on him, pull up mid-range is off. Good defense, but Dayron somehow didn't box out Deadman. Kess gets the off. Oh, well, the defensive rebound. He brings it up. 2:23 to play. We've had 10 points in the fucking quarter. This happened the other week. 75 in the first half. 29 points in the second half. Kess 3-pointer is off. Oh, fuck me, man. That was actually the biggest gap. Like, 46 points is the difference between 75 and 29. That is like the biggest gap. Not in NBA history. I think in Nets history it is. How the team can fall off so bad is simply because the team is not designed to score 58.5. The team doesn't have a ceiling that high, but somehow they overachieved, and then we all think that they are going to sustain it for a second. They've scored 10 points in the fucking quarter. I mean, surely you do something different, man. Surely there's some talk about how to change this up and avoid the constant shooting slumps, man. I would have rather see Javon Carter play. Am I crazy for wanting Javon over Patty? We haven't even taken a free throw in the second half, and mind you, I probably prefer it. Beautiful pass by Dayron to find Cam in the corner, and he got fouled hard. Bit slow to get up. Dayron had a beautiful bit of vision there to find Cam in the corner on the other side of the court. Spoelstra is a very good coach, keeps his team focused. He works with the players he's got, and he's got a damn good system. That's why players like Gabe Vincent and Max Strus are able to buy into the system. It's why our team is shit. Because Steve Nash don't have a system. His system is play a different starting lineup every second game. Cam Thomas. Free throw is good. He doesn't have a system, bro. The system, more often than not, is rely on your key players to perform and, you know, never rely on the others to step up. That's what made the Kenny Atkinson 42 and 40 nets in the 2018-19 season so good. Because we had a system, the next man up mentality, and no matter what player you brought in, they were able to perform, and that's why we overachieved. The reason we aren't overachieving here is simply because there is no system to buy into and there's no identity involved. Hero to the paint, got to his spot, and it somehow found a way to not go down. Cam, pull up three, no. Oh my god, what a find by Kess, or to Kess, who was not picked up under the basket. It's back down to 17. Ethan says, is Claxton healthy? No, he's out again. Kess nearly forced the turnover as they were trying to find Jimmy Butler on the left side. Turnover would have made it interesting. Could potentially cut the deficit if we go on a little bit of a late quarter run, get it down to 11 or 12, and potentially we could be in with a sniff. The entire Heat team is bought into Spoelstra's system. That's the key. If you have a coach that the players respect, and it's actually a sound system. I mean, we just left Strus open in the corner and he missed it. You know, if you have respect for your coach, you're going to buy into a system. You're going to be more willing to do that. Cam, tough shot is off. Dayron rebound. Beautiful shots! Hook shot by Dayron after the offensive board, and it's back down to 15. Gabe Vincent, best player in the NBA. Guarded by Dayron in the right corner. One-on-one. Tries to take him off the dribble. Good defense. Oh my fucking god. Deadman with an absolutely elite finish over Dayron. With 30 seconds to play, they executed the 2-for-1 very well. Cam's a little bit sore. Uh-oh. Kess in the corner. Spin move was lovely by Kess on Hero. And Kess scored off the glass. We'll have a little bit more discussion about the system side of things at 3/4 time. Tyler, Hero, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, guarded by Cam. Skip past the Gabe. Oh, that nearly went down, and I would have honestly wanted to die if that happened. 3/4 time, it's a 15-point game, so we're not totally out of the question, but I don't have much hope. With regards to the system, though, yeah, the problem is we don't have a system to buy into. I don't know if players are supportive of Nash as a coach, majorly because Nash doesn't coach, at least from what I've seen. He's the expert at clapping and encouraging your players. Well, encouragement's fucking useless if the results aren't showing for it. But yeah, Spoelstra's been a very good coach for pretty much his whole coaching career. And that's why Heat players are able to perform, man. Mills on fire? Bro. If we're talking about a dumpster fire, then yes. He is an absolute dumpster fire today. Let's just have a look at the scoring. And, well, it dried up in the 3rd quarter. We ended up with 76, which means we had 18 in the quarter, right? Okay, so bench has been better than the starting lineup. Blake's dried up. Kyrie's been hella inefficient and only scored 9 points, which really doesn't help if he's your best player. Paddy's only made 1 shot, and mind you, I think it was... He literally made his first bucket of the game, so he's missed his last 6. Kess has been good in the 3rd quarter, actually, and Bruce did not make a bucket in the 3rd quarter. So, we said, if Kyrie and Paddy are going to score 7, and the rest of the team are going to end up bringing this Nets team to 58.5. It's not happening again. And the reason is because players like Bruce Brown aren't going to score 10 in the second half. They'll score 10.5, no worries, but to do that for a whole game, Bruce to end with 22 points, that's not happening. Johnson's been okay off the bench, I guess, and Dayron's been decent. 4 offensive boards once again, couple dimes, and Cam with 17 off the bench. I mean, that's awesome by him, but he didn't even make a field goal in the second half so far. So that's been a huge problem. We're being shit from the 3-point line. Our shooting in general's dropped off. And the free throws have been crap. We only went to the line twice in that period. 5 turnovers in the game is pretty good, but 20 personals is just basically giving the Heat free shots at this point. Look at the Heat just before the final quarter starts. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe to the show. We're going to be covering Nets versus Knicks and Nets versus Wizards before the All-Star break. Curry and Drummond should be back before that for the game against the Kings in a couple days. You can see the shooting splits for the Heat there. They're still shooting above 50%, have been to the line a lot, have converted 1 more 3 despite taking 10 less, and they are out-rebounding us by 13. Turnovers have been 11, which is one area we've been good in forcing, but still, it doesn't really count for nothing if you can't defend your shots. Hero is going to be shooting a technical after. I believe Dayron was pinged for a defensive 3 seconds. Their bench has been awesome, but their starting lineup sort of picked up the slack, which is what we needed our players to do. We needed our players to do that in the second half. Deadman shoots a 3 and he misses. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. Foul out Bam. Yeah, I don't think that's happening somehow. He's only got 3 fouls. They double Kyrie Irving, and that's just good work. Hero 3-pointer is well off, and the Nets will take it up here through Cam. So a couple stops early in the last. Paddy in the corner, 3-pointer is in. It's a foul. It went in. Did it not? Or did Dayron score? I don't know who it came off. So Mills just scored a 3. He got the shooter's bounce, and then Dayron got fouled under the basket. So that's going to be a full-point play if Dayron can score from the line. Mind you, he has missed a 2 free throws today. He came up empty. Here, he's come up empty as well. So he's now 0 of 3 from the line, which is going to end up killing us. We're going to lose by 6 or 7 and would have ended up missing 10 free throws in the game. Gabe Vincent. Hero. Guarded by Kyrie. High screen by Deadman. Hero bounce past the Deadman. Dub. Oh, it's a travel. 11 minutes to play. 13 the margin. Heat of a deep bench. Fouling out Bam is not that big of a drop-off. Regardless, you're not going to foul Bam out. You've got to rely on the refs calling the fouls, which they aren't. They're not going to do that. Cam. Looking for Kai. Yep. Gives it to him. Looking for Paddy. Double screen. Wide open 3. Heat call a timeout. 10-point game. Mills is revved up. Lads, are we back in this? Paddy was not on all game long. And in the last couple of minutes, 2 3-pointers. If Dayron could have converted his free throw, it would have been a little 7-0 run in quick time. And with only... Well, in 10 minutes and 44 seconds, we've gone on a 6-1 run. Let's just go back to the box score for just a minute. So they've had now 13 turnovers. Look at this. We've had 12 more shots. We're shooting 7 of 14 from the free throw line. And, yeah. Like, they've had 13 turnovers. They've had so many more rebounds. The key is get stops, and we've done that at the start of the last quarter. It's just a pain in the ass. If we were good at the free throw line, we could have actually won this. Or could have an opportunity to win this. Kyrie stopped shooting and then good things started. I don't know whether to agree with that take. Because as much as Kyrie stopped shooting, Patty Mills was shooting. He scored the two threes, ultimately. But realistically, you look at him before then, he was 1 of 8. So, I mean, if you say for Kyrie to stop shooting because he's been shooting like arse, then Patty Mills should have stopped shooting because he's been shooting like arse. Like, so, I don't really know, man. I don't really think I agree with that. Because you could have made the same case for Patty to stop shooting, and then we wouldn't have had this 6-1 run happening. So, if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe. We will be doing Nets Wizards and Nets Knicks before the All-Star break. Not Nets Kings, but that is said to be the game that we will see the first of the new additions. Curry and Drummond. Not sure about Simmons, though. That is a bit of an enigma. I've got no idea. Cam had 15 in the second quarter. That is pretty baffling. Okay, so we have returned from the timeout, and the Nets are in with a sniff. But you already know we're going to come back and lose by like 2, like we did against the Wizards last time out. Lowry receives the ball here. Drives on Kyrie. Goes... Oh my god! Kyrie with the block! Lowry wanted the reverse layup. He didn't get it. It's a 4v5. Dayron! Oh my god, he fumbled it under the basket. Cam, tough shot. No! We had such a good look. This is the problem with having your rookies on the floor. They'll do stupid shit like that. No fucking way. Kyrie just plowed over Deadman when the screen was occurring, so it's going to be a foul on the floor. Kyrie, good block, man. But, fam, that's so annoying. We had a 4v5, and Dayron fumbled it under the basket, and then Cam took a garbage shot. Dayron's not even picking up Deadman on the outside. I don't know whether I like that. Struce? Oh, no. That's a very good screen by Deadman. He missed it, though. And now the Nets can cut it to single digits. Another opportunity for it. Kyrie. Dayron. Come on, man. Kyrie. Kyrie. Still Kyrie. Fouled on the floor. 9:44 to play. There is an absolute eternity of time remaining. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I'm very interested in possible result here. Kess, hand off to Cam. Get there. Oh, come on, man. That's not the shots. I mean, to be fair, if that was the Heat, it probably would have been a foul. Lowry, deep three was a terrible option. I mean, we've had a few chances to cut the lead. The shots just haven't fallen. Oh, there's Kyle. Oh, Kyrie. Dayron. Beautiful work. Kyle Lowry was just a bit too aggressive trying to pick Kyrie up, and then they ended up a man down under the basket, and Dayron had an easy uncontested jam. It's an 8-point game, guys. It's an 8-point game. Possibly. Are we ruling it out? Are we? I don't know. You tell me. Are we ruling it out? Or are we saying a possible comeback? We're saying a possible comeback. I reckon. Maybe. Possibly. Never know. Box score time. Alrighty. 5 players for the Heat are in double figures, and no one has scored less than 5 out of the guys that have played. Their shooting's gone down, man. Their shooting has gone down. And for the Nets, your boy Patty has started to contribute. Dayron chipping in with 10 and 9 in 18 minutes. That's a very good return. Wow. And apart from Javon Carter and David Duke, everyone has scored at least 8 and less than 17. So good spread, but the 17 isn't coming from Kyrie. It's coming from rookie Cam Thomas, who has, mind you, missed all 5 of his shots in the second half from the field. So we need our boys to chip in, basically. The big boys. Kyrie, Patty. Come on, man. But it's been this unit. Dayron's a team best plus 17 in 18 minutes. And Cam's been a plus 7. So it's been those two, Kess, Mills, and Irving, that have really dug in at the start of the last. And we're on a little 8-1 run with 9:04 remaining. And it's getting intriguing. DLF Freddy, welcome to the stream, is evidently a Heat supporter. And, man, your team has been playing good, but been dropping off a little bit recently from the field. So you got to be wary, man. This is without Kyrie really doing anything. So if Kyrie can get going and the Heat keep bricking their shots, we could be in for something. Brockerson is also here as a Heat supporter. I'd suspect we have a few Heat supporters in the chat right now. So welcome to those Heat supporters. All NBA fans are welcome on the channel. The Heat have the ball here with 9 minutes to play. Gabe Vincent handles to Kyle and then Robinson and then Gabe. Bam is in the game. Butler's on the bench. Gabe, bounce pass, near turnover. They remain with it. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gabe Vincent mid-range is off. Good box out. Come on. Come on. Cam. Kai. One-on-one with Gabe. Oh, saucy spin move. He missed it. Oh, shit. He's got to stop. Hasn't knocked down those shots for his life. Kyle Lowry nearly turned it over because he fell over. Robinson to the corner. Strus. No! They've missed like 5 shots and we could have got it down to like 3. Fuck's sake, man. 11-point game. Kyrie 3. Why is he shooting that? He knocked it down, so that's probably why, but 8-point game. Come on, Kyrie. Come on, it's time to switch on. Abdemayo. Oh, near turnover once again forced. Adebayo was looking for the cutting Robinson, but Dayron put his leg in the way. Heat play like junkyard dogs. Man, they've played very well today, but this little run that we've been on has sort of overshadowed it a little bit. Always the fourth quarter we let them get close. Well, for a Nets fan, that is very good to hear. Gabe, 9 seconds on the shot clock, drives on Cam, good defense. Abdemayo turned it over. Kyrie, 3 again. Oh! 5-point game! This is the problem, though. We've got 7 minutes 30 to play. There's so long. We have not missed a 3-pointer this quarter. Kyle Lowry drives. Dayron, good defense. But better offense. I thought that was a block. 97-90. 7 minutes to play. Butler's about to check in. And he does a lot to this Miami team. Kyrie screen. Doubled. Patty's got it. Kess in the corner. Dayron was wide open under the basket. Dayron got the ball. Kicked it out of Cam. 3. Top of the key. He missed it. Fuck. You had Patty to your right. Lowry backs in Cam. No. Fuck off, man. Cam with the foul. And the Heat will go to the line. Damn, once again, I can already sense it, bro. We are going to get to within like 3. 1 possession. And the Heat will hold on. 100%. Butler's well rested. 100% he is. 100%. And Strus will go to the bench for him. To those who have tuned in, welcome. We're back here in a couple days' time. Well, not a couple days, but for plenty more watch-alongs throughout the season. I think I'm doing both of the Heat games coming up. So any Heat fans, if you want to stay notified, subscribe to the show. And just fans in general, subscribe to the show. We're doing these on the regular. Kyrie, one-on-one with Vincent. Beautiful, too easy. Muscled. Gabe Vincent out of the way and it's back to 7. Lowry, one-on-one with Cam. Drive. Shots is good. Mid-range was good and it's a 9-point game. Kyrie. 6 minutes to play. Long time to go. Kyrie is doubled again. Spin move to try get out of trouble. He is somehow... Oh my fucking god. What is he doing? Bro, he wasn't even under pressure there and he just threw it out of bounds. Lowry again. Here we go. Over Kess. Miss. Fuck. No. Fuck off. No. No. Over the back? What? Bro. Hero is my guy. He's been a bit off today. Oh, Dayron's with 5 fouls. Yeah, Hero's been missing a few shots. I don't think he's going to close this one out. Vincent screen. Butler set for him. Floaters off. Please get the board. Thank you. Paddy. Bring it up. Paddy, one-on-one. Cross. Mid-range. Off. Fucking hell. Oh, man. We've had so many chances, bro. Mills, what the... Bro, this is cooked. Robinson knocks down a 3 after Paddy got fucking swatted in the face. Piss off. Piss off. We're going to get a tech, aren't we? We're going to get a fucking tech because we're complaining about this, aren't we? That is fucking bullshit. He gets fucking elbowed in the face. And the refs turn a blind eye. And the fucking Heat hit a 3. Bullshit. Bullshit. Kyrie selling? Partially, yeah. Bro, the refs, I mean, the refs, some calls have been legit, but some of them have been, they've just literally made them exist. There was no foul, and they've just been like, nah, fuck it. Give him a foul, mate. Give him a foul. And here we are. Obviously, we're down 12, so they haven't gotten 12 free throws out of bad calls, but, you know, it's a pain in the ass, man. Nets waiving Bembry was probably the dumbest decision of all. I can see why they did it, but I would be very confused if we don't end up upgrading Kess to a full-time roster spot. If we, for some reason, don't upgrade Kess to a full-time roster spot and waived Bembry, then it would be dumb. Then it would make absolutely zero sense. Paddy's literally been hit in the jaw, and he's still flexing his jaw, man. I cannot believe this, bro. That is a joke. I hate that. That gives me the absolute shits. Kyrie, I mean, he has Paddy open in the corner if he really wants to pass it to him. Kyrie goes all the way and scores in traffic. And one. Brockerson says, I like Hero, but sometimes I can't stand him. He's good, then the next game all of a sudden he's garbage, then he's good again. One word to summarize that is inconsistency, man. And with a young player, that's going to be natural. Hey, I'm a new Nets fan. You are welcome here. Welcome, Christian. I'm a big Ben Simmons fan. I think the Nets got to win some games until healthy players come back. We got this. There's no chance we're winning games, man. Kyrie is 10 in the quarter. Make it 11. And it's a 9-point game. Yeah, man. All fans welcome in this chat. Good to see ya. But yeah, I don't have too much hope for us winning games in the short term. Kess has just fouled has been pinged for another foul. I don't know where they're getting these from, man. There's absolutely no foul involved in that. And they are just pulling fouls out of their ass right now. Adebayo, as Flight loves to say, Abdameo. For some reason, Dayron just didn't pick up Bam in the mid-range, which is his bread and butter, and that's an easy score. Buy-up market could help us. We already have 15 players, so I don't know who you get rid of and who you bring in. Kyrie is getting doubled pretty much all over the floor. He somehow scored a floater! How did he get through all that pressure? Without turning it over, man. But we need to get stops. Butler one-on-one with Kess. Or Kess one-on-one with Butler. Good move to get to the basket. Bounce past the Bam. Oh. Good defense, Dayron. Fuck off. Tough shot by Bam. Jesus Christ, bro. 4 minutes to play. 11 points. Kyrie. Jesus Christ, he's torching Tucker, man. Oh, that's tough. Where's the foul on that? He falls into the landing space, bro. This is ridiculous. Kyrie is like our last 15, bro. He scored 17 in the quarter by himself. 9-point game. 4 minutes to play. We need to stop. Again, Butler. Mid-range is uncontested. He missed it. That's what we need. That was step 1. Step 2 is score. Kyrie's got it. He's been on fire. He shoots a 3. He's fouled! 3 free throws. Tyler Hero's still really young. More upside to him. 100%. He was absolutely amazing in his first year. In his second year, you know, expectations were relatively high for him, and he, well, didn't perform to those heights. And third season is like somewhere in the middle. Kyrie's got a couple free throws. To those who have just joined us, the Nets were down by as much as like 20. And now it's a 9-point game. Kyrie has 2 free throws. We need these, Kai. Come on. First free throw is G. We've hit 100 points. Defense has been relatively decent in the last. Only 19 points given away. We're going to need a little bit more of a push in this final 327. 7-0 runs are not hard to come by in this league. So it'll start with getting stops. It's going to be tough, but we need to. Kyrie. Oh, he's got 3 free throws. What am I talking about? Bring in Brown, take out Mills. I'm going to disagree with that. Mills has been a part of the team that's gone on a run. This team has played nearly the full last quarter. This 5. Gabe Vincent looks like he's come back into the game. Kyrie's got 1 more free throw to come. He's scored his first 2. Was fouled on the 3 to cut it to 6. It is good. 108. 102, and Kyrie has scored the last 19 points for the Nets. This is the definition of taking over. Or 18. He's got the last 18. Oh no, Kyle Lowry, wide open 3. He missed it. Come on, Nets. Come on, Nets. Come on. Kai. He's getting doubled. Help him. Dayron. Good pass, Kess. Let's go. Beautiful touch pass by Dayron to find Kess under the basket. It's a 4-point game with 3 minutes to play. Adebayo takes it into the mid-range over Dayron. He missed it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's doubled. No, he's not. He's one-on-one with Gabe. Tucker comes over to help. Help him out. Dayron, you got Cam under the basket. You got Kess in the corner. Ah, he missed that. Oh my fucking god, man. This is the... What the fuck? How is that not a charge, bro? That's a foul? You're kidding! Patty got thrust out of the way by Kyle, and then Kess dives on the ball with Lowry, and it is apparently a Nets foul. Apparently. Oh, this is an absolute fucking joke, man. And what did I say about us missing 6 of our 11 free throws in the first half? It is going to come back to bite us. Kyle, first free throw is good. 5-point game, 2:19 to play. You don't rule us out of it entirely, but... Man. 11 straight losses. Damn, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. It's going to be tough, but we've got one more run at it. Patty gives Kai a little bit of a 3-second talking to before he brings it up. One-on-one with Tucker. Tucker is face guarding the shit out of him. He gets past Tucker. He got fouled. No way, man. No fucking way. I'm losing my voice, man. Butler, good double. Oh no, Tucker's wide open in the corner. He missed it. Rebound by Dayron. Cam, come on, bring it up. We've got to push the pace, I feel. Their defensive scheme in the last couple minutes has been good, the Heat. Oh, shit. Shit. Cam, that did not look good. But he's gotten up. Cam's gone to the line. We're in the bonus. He got fouled. Let's go. Come on, boys. Cam was a little bit sore, a little bit groggy. He did fall over. Did take a tumble, should I say. This is ridiculous, man. This is like the Wizards game the other night. What did I say there? We're going to come up short, man. If you're enjoying the stream, man, drop a like and subscribe to the show, man. There's plenty of more of this coming this season. Cam, free throws good. Yeah, plenty more content like this. Just crazy big moments, me screaming into my microphone, you name it. We have it all here. Thanks to the 42 people in the stream right now. Thank you. Cam. Kelly's Tears. I love that name. Let's go Nets. 100%, man. 1:38 to play. 2-possession game. It starts with a stop. It starts with a score. It starts with another stop and then another score. Come on, Butler. Good screen by Adebayo. Kick out to Lowry, who doesn't shoot the 3. Kyrie, good defense. Get the board. Shit! Tucker got it. Very big rebound. That is unacceptable, man. Butler again. Oh my god, did he not get pushed off? Kess got hit, man. And, well, we still got the ball, but it should have been a foul, man. We need to score now. 58 seconds left. 4-point game. Kyrie. 3! Oh, what the fuck was that? Why would you shoot that? We need a 2! Turnover! Dayron just kept it alive! Cam brings it up. Oh my god. Oh! Step back 3, Cam! Let's go! Oh my god! Dayron decided to keep it alive. Probably a good decision in the end. The Heat couldn't set their defense. And Cam with a step back 3! Ooh! Ooh! Now we need to stop. 1-point game, 37.5 to play. Heat will go for a 2-for-1 here. If they score, we're in strife. If they don't score, we have a little bit of hope. Interesting thing to note. Both teams are in the bonus. Any foul will send the other team to the free throw line. My goodness. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like, man. Subscribe to the show. You know the deal. The other day we came back against Washington, spirited fight back, but we lost by a point. Same situation here could happen. Kyrie's had 18 in the last quarter, which is the most by the net, or most by one net in a quarter this season. 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. Come on, lads. I believe in you. 1-point game. Patty Mills is revving the boys up. Come on. Please. Come from all the way down against the top team in the East with only Kyrie. Come on. We've held them to 30% shooting in the last. 1 stop, 1 turnover, 1 anything. It looks like they're going to hold for 1 possession. Butler. 29 seconds. There's no 2-for-1. Here we go. Screen set by Bam. They're going for the mid-range. Dayron. Damn it, dude. Butler with the brilliant score in traffic. Dayron contested. Very good job to not give away the foul, but Butler does not come up empty on the shot. And the Nets will have to score a 3 to tie. Or 2. But regardless, we have to score. Paul says, give it a Bam. Well, unfortunately, Bam will probably only be getting free throw points at this point. So, you got to hope that we foul him. This has been a spirited fight back. If we lose, as much as it contributes to an 11th straight loss, believe it or not, an 11th straight loss. As much as it contributes to that, it's also, it's pretty much gonna cover up the fact that we came back from this far down, spirited comeback. To those who are in the stream, thank you for tuning in. To those who have shown their support, thank you. To those who have subscribed, thank you. Bro, this is ridiculous, mate. This is ridiculous. My heart is beating. The adrenaline is high. If I, like, hit my head on the floor celebrating a three-pointer or some shit, I'm not going to feel it. Because the adrenaline, fam. Like, my water bottle's leaking, which just contributes to the drama. Here we go. 22 seconds left. This is the equation. We have one timeout in the stands. Cam's got the ball. Who's going to get the final? Oh, no! Nearly turned it over. Kyrie is fouled. Kyrie's fouled. We have 2 free throws, guys. 2 free throws. Kyrie, it bounced off his chest and nearly out of play. But luckily he recovered it. So many instances have the Nets come out of a timeout and turn the ball over immediately. And the game has immediately been thrown away. It's very clear Paul has some money on the line, Bam related. So everyone prayers up for Paul. Kyrie's 88% on his career from the line and 91.5% on the season. So odds are he will make these free throws. But man, if we didn't miss free throws in the first half, bro, how big would that have been? Here we go. Kyrie free throws. The good thing is we have another timeout remaining. Kyrie has to make both. He makes the first, no worries. The good thing is, well, what we're going to have to do is, if we don't convert this, but then we get the offensive board, that could be interesting. If he does score it, which is probably the option, then you have to basically foul Miami immediately. And they do have a timeout in the sheds. There's plenty of time left on the clock. 15 seconds remaining. Kyrie, free throw is textbook. Here we go. The Heat are not going to call a timeout yet. Please, turnover. Oh, shit, bro. Kess was so close to stealing the ball. It was an absolutely brilliant pass by whoever on the side out. Kyle Lowry. Butler did very well to basically protect the ball. And Bruce Brown and Kess somehow came up empty on that. Butler's going to he's going to go to the free throw line. Mind you, it only took 0.7 seconds for, only 0.7 seconds elapsed, which is good for us. Free throws for Butler. Here we go. Number 1 is good. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. Okay, man. 113, 111. A miss will make it very interesting. We've got plenty more watch-alongs coming this season, so subscribe to the show, lads. Because we got this enthusiasm coming for you every step of the way. Every second of the game. 70 viewers, man. This is a PB. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in and shown their support on the stream today. Butler's second free throw is big. We need the board if he misses. He missed it! Stop! 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 He missed it! 3 will win. 2 will tie. Here we go. Oh my god. Who takes it? Who takes it? Who takes it? Do we shoot a 3? They're having a little talk over at the moment. They're having a talk over. All the coaches have congregated and they are drawing up a play. It's probably going to force a turnover. But, mate, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows, man? Nasty Sasquatch knows what's going on. Give me a like, man. I mean, bro, it's totally good if you don't. But, bro, this is unreal. This comeback's unreal. I did not see this coming. Do you go for a 3? Do you just try to end it all now? Do you give it to Kyrie? Kyrie's feeling it, but we know what happened the other day. We could have scored a 3 to tie, and what happened? Kyrie has the ball. The Wizards players absolutely swarm Kyrie. Right? Then, basically, we're forced to pass it into the paint. So that is probably the textbook way to defend this. But the thing is, a 2 will send this game to overtime. So, take it for what you will. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't know what the solution is, bro. What do you do? What do you do? Here we go. I mean, you have to give it to Kyrie. Does he shoot a three? Does he shoot a three? Mate, I swear to God if we win this game. Here we go. 13 seconds. 14 seconds. R. Kelly's Tears says it should be a three-pointer. What is the play we drew up? Hurry up! Get it in! Griffin. Griffin's got it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Cam, this is a good defense. This is a good defense. Oh, no! Turnover! No! Is it that difficult? Oh, my God. Is it... Okay, fuck's sake. Bro, listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. How on earth does this keep on happening? Bro, you cannot make this shit up. How do we get from 19 down to 1 point down / 2 points down? The game's actually not over, though. If Tucker makes one more free throw, it's done. How does this keep happening where we go down, come all the way back, and lose by 1, lose by 2? What is Nash drawing up on the timeout? What is he drawing up? What is he drawing up? Okay, the game's over. It's a 4-point game. It's done. We don't have a timeout. We're down 4. What on earth is he doing in his timeouts, bro? First and foremost, man. First and foremost, fair play to Miami. Fair play to Miami. They did not deserve to lose this. They played a good 3 quarters. A very good 3 quarters. And then we came storming back. Against the odds. Totally exceeding expectation, right? But how on earth do we every single time... It happened last game. As recently as last game. How does it happen every single time we get this close? And... stuff up. Down 1. Down 1. Down 2. Never get over the hump. It is so irritating. Turnovers out of timeouts. You have 1 minute to draw something up decent, and you barely got the ball in from the side out. I also blame Nash for asking Cam Thomas to bring it in, giving a rookie that much pressure. The play was garbage. I don't know what the hell the point of that was. And we had so much time to operate as well. And there were some possessions where we actually were very good in coping with the pressure. Here, it was terrible. It was absolutely woeful. Woeful. Thank you for your hospitality. No worries. GG's, bro. Thank you. Lights out for the Nets. 100%, man. It's an 11th game lost in a row. We haven't won since like Jan 21, I think. We're going to be coming up on a month. Thanks to all the support. Fly Eagles Dan says, and Ben only makes you worse. Well, got a few other players to help out with this, but I'll tell you what, we won't be giving up a shit ton of points like we did in that second quarter where it was really leaky. Let's have a look at the box score. Very spirited comeback, but once again, the comebacks... If you speak like that, it's just another moral victory. It's just another case of a moral victory and basically accepting defeat at the expense of saying, well, we tried hard today. It was good work by the boys, but it's not gonna come down as or go down as a win. It's an 11th straight loss. Box score time. Now, I have to credit Kyrie Irving. I gave him so much slander in the first 3 quarters, but this guy single-handedly gave us hope. He scored 18 in the last quarter. Actually, no, 20. 20 in the last quarter. He ended with 29 total. Absolutely colossal effort by Kai. He didn't shoot it at a great clip. Actually, he did. He beefed it up in the last quarter, but 41 minutes. He played the whole last quarter. You'd imagine a couple of these guys would have been gassed, but if I'm just looking at the side out right now, and the Heat covered that so well, the idea was never to get it into Blake. and then it was basically a rip possession from there. Like, Cam, Blake, and Kai were in such a narrow, like, very, like, narrow vicinity that it basically dragged all these Miami defenders together and basically allowed the blitz type of defense to happen much easier. If you space the floor a bit more, it would have been much more difficult to cut off, certain points. But we only needed a 2. We didn't even need to shoot a 3. Well, regardless, we'll never know what we actually were trying to shoot because we never got a shot off. We'll probably hear what the preference was in the post game, but Paddy hit a couple of threes that basically sparked that run. Kess was all right, but he missed 6 of his 7 threes, which would come back to bite us. We missed 7 free throws total, which also would come back to bite us. If we weren't 5 of 11 in the first half from the line, we win this game. If we were 7 of 11, 8 of 11, actually 8 of 11, which, mind you, is still below average, we would have won. It's as simple as that. Dayron was great off the bench. He played extended minutes. He played the whole last quarter, along with Cam, along with Paddy, along with Kess, and along with Kai. So the 3 rookies, Paddy and Kai, stuck this one out. And nearly were rewarded, but nearly is not good enough. 12 steals in a game is great. Only 8 turnovers, which has to be the lowest in a very long time. 43s attempted. Don't know the last time that happened. As I said, free throws were down. Field goals were way too many personal fouls. If we were a little bit more disciplined in that department, we could have won as well. The Heat ultimately, they ended up shooting 50% from the field. They had 11 less shots than us. Out-rebounded us by 11. There were a couple big moments in the game, which could have gone our way, as it is with every other game, but it just wasn't our day. 15 turnovers for them. We were good in forcing turnovers, but capitalizing was a different story. There were a couple missed layups and stuff like that we could have capitalized on. A couple very iffy fouls that were called by the refs that also could have, changed the outcome. But nearly every single player for the Heat scored in double digits, bar 2, and they scored 9 and 8 respectively. So very well spread performance by the Miami Heat. And just another loss for the Nets, which is quite disappointing. But it is what it is. We play Sacramento next, and hopefully against with a team that involves Seth Curry and Drummond. I'm very interested to see how they fit in. I would have been so pissed if we lost to the Nets, but thank God we didn't. You don't want to be the team that ends the losing streak. Let's put it that way. Brown was great too. He was in the first half, but ultimately you couldn't play him in the late game purely because, we saw more reward. We saw more reward with a 5-man lineup that didn't involve Brown. So it was really sensible to not play Bruce in the late game. But he was very good in the first half. Spirited comeback, but once again, the offense in the third quarter, it's always the third quarter, went missing. And if in this league you fall asleep for 6 to 12 minutes, it could change the whole landscape of the game. In that space of time, your team could be on the receiving end of going down 15 by virtue of a 17-2 run or something like that. After being tied for the majority of the game, the game can just change just like that. And as much as our second half was much better, we actually outscored them in the second half, which is quite surprising. It was that second quarter where we conceded 24 in the first 6 minutes that I think was the major game changer. But then, you look at the third quarter and, that sort of basically cancelled out this comeback that we went on. We should have never needed to go on a comeback, but we did. And that's the problem when you've got a team that only has Kyrie, and then you're relying on rookies and a bunch of guys that aren't designed to, have to, have to basically perform on a regular basis, way above what's expected of them. You know what I'm saying? So, Johnson shouldn't be scoring 20 in a game. Cam Thomas, He scored 23.5 in his last 4 games before tonight, and he scored another 22 tonight. Dayron had 10 and 12 with 5 offensive boards and played the full last quarter. That was awesome. Kess as well, he played some good defense. Couple iffy fouls, though. He's a bit undisciplined there, as are all the rookies, but it's a learning curve for them. It's another loss for us. Hopefully we beat the Kings. Last time we played the Kings, it was Harden's last game as a net, and tomorrow, or in 2 days' time when we play the Kings again, it'll be the first time that Curry and Drummond suit up as a net. So, yeah, new beginnings for them. At least that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, good effort. But that's going to be it from me. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. It's been absolutely immense. Ethan says, hire Clifford. Nah, he's got no credentials as a title winning coach. I may be wrong. I may be an absolute clown, but I don't think he is, right? I don't think he is. Let me just double check. Yeah, he doesn't really have credentials as a title winning coach, so I would not give it to him. But then again, a more experienced coach could be handy in this situation given the personnel we've got. But regardless, as I said, thank you for tuning in. It has been an absolute blast. Thanks for the support. Subscribe to the show if you're new and you want to stay notified over all the NBA watch-alongs I do. I mean, if they're close, you usually get a lot of enthusiasm, good or bad, swearing, highs and lows. You experience it all as a fan of sports, and we document it all on this channel. So thank you. Have a great rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, day, night, whatever the hell. And yeah, thanks for your support. So yeah, we'll be back here for Nets Knicks, not Nets Kings. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you whenever the next thing is. All right. Peace out, everyone.